thank God for this warm opportunity. As rightly introduced, my name is Joshua Oppong of the New African Concept. There is this we call critical juncture, and I'm trusting that maybe some of us are aware of it. It's normally used in philosophy as well as in history classes to designate periods in history that certain incidents or issues are able to change the course of history, either for the good or for the bad. And I've been telling my people of late that indeed, when you observe the signs, especially within the African ecosystem, there is one thing that indeed that we are moving or gravitating towards a critical juncture. The teeming youth, technology, many questions being raised. In fact, things that first it was almost abominable, now it is on a free range. And we shouldn't take these things for granted. I believe strongly that this gathering is to highlight certain things which will be a precursor to the main event, and the main event itself also to initiate new discussions. And I'm glad that many of us here happen to be within the media landscape, that we can start pitching new conversations relative to what we've had always on the subject of leadership. 67 years down the line, post-independence, even our own in Nkrumah till now, we've been complaining of poor leadership. I've been saying that it tells us of one thing. What it means is that there is a problem with the leadership pipeline. And in fact, I am glad these discussions hover around leadership. And then the target happens to be the young and emerging leaders of tomorrow. If we do not change the narrative, we are going to repeat and even worse, what we are lambasting the current leaders. Whatever we see them doing, it is most plausible that we are going to do worse than that. Thank you. It is most possible that we are going to do worse than that. And that is why programs of this sort is to initiate new conversations on the subject of leadership. How can I trust that you can lead a nation when you cannot lead yourself? How can I trust that you can lead a kingdom, a tribe, a community, when you are struggling to lead yourself? That is personal leadership. Personal leadership precedes communal or corporate leadership. In the same vein, citizenship failure precedes leadership failure. So, ladies and gentlemen, and all the great men and women gathered in here, Nelef 2024, as the MC rightly said, I think that this is going to be an annual program, and it is to initiate new conversations on the subject of leadership. That, look, we have failed, and if we keep on this way, our nation will sink. The only way by which things are going to change is if we take deliberate effort. The last time I checked, the definition for insanity by Einstein still holds. That is to keep doing the same thing over and over again, and some way, somehow, to be expecting different results. It doesn't work that way. But because of our extreme religious inclination, we think that we can still repeat the leadership failures, and then miraculously the nation will be saved. But it doesn't work that way. We see a new tomorrow as we normally chant, but it will start with you and I. Let us start from the point of personal leadership, taking into consideration the principles that will lead at a personal level. And then when we come together, whether at a company, at the institution, wherever we find ourselves, and by extension at the national level, we'll be able to change the narrative. So once again, I'll join in to welcome all of us to this great media launch. And I pray that this information will reach the many hundreds and thousands of people as we prepare ourselves for the main event. God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong. Thank you very much.